Check it out. That's how that entity is made out of. It wasn't really an entity. It was a hen, a bunch of hens. Look. Look at his arm right here. Look what that entity is made. It looked like a person, but that was the intention probably, to show me something that looked like a person. Look at that. This is the hen right here. One of them. See, and then it makes, I mean, this is incredible, man, how this is possible to make these hens. And then this way too. The middle finger is always bigger. Exactly like a human hand. The ring and the index. I mean, only a God like can create something that perfect. It matches on every which way. Look, the hand deal matches the other one and the other. That's why it's so difficult to know what this is. What is that you're looking at? It's that difficult. Because every part of one is matches the other one. It's kind of incredible. Look at that. And then when you look at the end, it's not an entity really. It's a hen, a bunch of hens. And they're holding something. See, you can see it here, like a cylinder. You can see the hand right there. But it's so insane that it goes both ways. To the top, you can see a fingernail right here, and then you can see it again right here. I mean, like I say, that is only a guy could create something that incredible. And it's translucent, and then you see it right here. Repeat, it makes an eye. You can see it again here. It makes like a pair of eyes, but that's really the intersection of hands, like that. And it goes this way too. But like I say, the geometry is so perfect. It matches on every which way you look at it. And every part of it is part of another one, geometrically perfect. That's only a guy could create something that incredibly perfect. And you see the fingers here. You got one here, and the same enormous finger is divided in two because it's showing two perspectives of the same hand. This wouldn't be one perspective, and this is another perspective. That's why it's divided like that. Believe me, I have studied this image a lot. Not only this one, every single other one. See, what the thing is, the post is so crooked, but right up here is straight, see? And the bottom is straight. But know where that entity or that hen is. And then you can see the silhouette of another even bigger hen right here. An enormous finger. So that figure makes 1, 2 fingers, and each part of the finger makes another finger which subdivides into a smaller one. See, that's the entire, see the same thing happen on this one right here. It subdivides into a smaller finger or hand. See, and it makes the 4 fingers. I mean, wow. Like I say, only a God-like entity or consciousness could create something like this. And it was just for me. As soon as I say, Ahura Mazda, help us, send your Ahuras, this thing appeared and the storm just fizzled. And that same storm went down to Baton Rouge and flooded. 100,000 houses were flooded. It wreaked havoc. These people has not recovered from that. That was in 2015, I think. Look at that. And you can see that, well, the camera is not showing exactly what I'm looking at. For some reason, the bluish color overpowers this. But you can see all the translucent. The same geometry repeats up here. You can see the same thing in smaller sizes. The same hand type thing holding the cylinder deal. Whatever that is, has to be something like what the Sumerian tablets say, the divine laws of the universe, a cylinder that contains that. Enki was holding that in a little statue. See, it creates this illusory deal of faces, but it's none of that. It's just the same thing. See, how it's made out of hands. That's the same thing that Leonard Watson recorded in space. And see, you see a secondary looking thing here, but that's what one finger, another finger, and another finger from an enormous hand. And he probably knew that I was gonna study this image and find out what it was. Because it's pure God, you know the present, the past, and the future. You can predict the patterns. This guy like to investigate. He will see what I'm showing him. See, there's a secondary, almost like this one. Almost not exactly like that one. You can see it right there. You see all these translucent deals? That's that geometry. We're swimming in that deal. The hands of God are on everything. Look, it's right here. I mean, it's all over that image. That's amazing, man. That is amazing. Once you start thinking about what the implications are, you have to know that we are inside this thing and we're breathing it, and what we call God knows everything about us because we're transmitting it. We're part of it. It's like a fish in an aquarium. If a little pebble falls in one end of the aquarium, the fish feel the pressure. You know, something fell there. It's the same thing. See, these are hands like that, like this, like this. It's like that. It's covered with hands in every which way, and it becomes a huge finger. There is a second one, so that's an enormous hand that protruded right there from that environment, from the aether or the flux. It's an energetic environment, and this thing is a manifestation. It came to give me a message. Okay, I help you, I'll protect you. Since you know the deal, I will do it for you. And that's how it works. If you know the symbol, that symbol of the hand, you're okay. You will be protected. Life change for you. Look where the face is right here. You can see that this is an enormous finger. Hands. And it keeps repeating in every which way like this. I see the intersecting line create the illusion of an eye or a pupil. See, there's the other finger like that. But it's not just one, it's so many in every which way. And it becomes a bigger one right here. You can see the fingernail. And then the second one. And the third one. And it's part of the smaller ones that are like that. Of a hand that is, like I say, the whole entire picture is plastered with that crystalline, transparent looking hands. Like I said, for years he fooled me. 4 years, 15 years looking at that, thinking it was all reptilian, some demonic. No, man, you project that from you. You make that in your mind, and that's why it's haunted places. It's because the people go there and scared, and they manifest themselves that energy. But once you think, well, you know that that's the hand of God is in everything. It dissolves because it comes from God. So, oh, you're scared? Well, I'll show you more scared, you dumbass. That's all there is. I know it now. But to make people change that kind of attitude is difficult because they have it engraved from birth. It takes years to, unless somebody show you like I'm doing, you will never get it. Never. This geometry is on everything, everywhere. I can show you a recording, this recording right here, look. I can show you that here. And you will see it. In a darker part right here. You see the vibrating deal? It moves so quick. I said, oh, that's pixel. No, pixels are little square. This shit is too big because those are fingers. And it's translucent. You will see it. See, it looks like a person or an entity or whatever. Like the one in the Tallos cave. It is not. I mean, it's the same, but it's not. It's a hand. It's just bunch of hands in every which way. See, that's how it appeared to me. That's exactly what this deal appeared to me. Like that.